who was grinning openly through all of the pre-fight. Very fast pace against Antonio Margarito. Margarito hasn't thrown a punch yet.
Margarito, most of those punches.
Neither guy tries to land at an exceptionally high percentage. See him chasing Williams around the ring for the opportunity to get off a couple more.
In the ring with a title holder on the title holder's home turf. Professional.
And when Williams landed a chopping left hand across the top, Margarito grinned at him.
A good left hand by Williams that landed right on the chin.
I cut him. I hurt him to the body. They had to make me go home. He was just another guy. It was a sparring session like any other. Big right hook by Paul Williams. It would certainly appear that Williams, with his range and his volume of punches, has thrown Margarito markedly slow start against Williams' blazing beginning. And there's a straight left hand that lands for Williams, and a sweeping left hand that lands for Williams, and a combination to the body.
To force his way that reach advantage.
Perfectly well said. It seems as though Margarito's idea here, hitting Margarito as he's coming in and getting off first again with that combination.
Have to invest isn't as big in the later rounds.
Hard right hand across the top from Margarito.
He throws that jab, Jim, almost like a backhand. It's like a flick, a hard flicking jab.
Bringing it up from the waist, and now he snaps Margarito's head back with a straight left hand. And Margarito wants to answer right away, and answers with a hard right.
Good left.
Williams once again throwing in the neighborhood of 100 punches here in the second round. He's gotten off 80 in this round. Big left hand to the body by Margarito. Our Emmanuel Stewart also watching on video from the East Coast. Emmanuel, what do you think of what you've seen from Williams and Margarito so far?
Well, first of all, it's really hard for me to believe that it's only 2 inches in height difference. It looks more like 4 inches in height difference. Margarito looks to me exceptionally slow tonight, staying busy and keeping him at a distance.
Are you surprised?
You don't know what's going to happen.
Relaxation that Williams has shown, even on the walk-in for his first assignment at this level. The fighter that he trains and manages, Kermit Cintron, scored a big second-round knockout of Baltimore. Now the contact is increasing here in round 3.
So far. In the body.
Margarito devotedly going to the body now.
And he'll be at his waistline.
That left-hand punch that comes up and under, and again
fights exceptionally well on the inside, Jim.
Big left hand over the top by Williams. This is the 3rd fight on our welterweight triple header. As we reach the bell, we're going to take you quickly back to Atlantic City, California, for the 4th of the scheduled 12 between Paul Williams and Antonio Margarito. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim. 32 times he stepped in the ring, and he's doing exactly what he's doing tonight. Doubles and triples, that right jab. You know, when you get in close, Margarito's going to have to come in with some straight body shots, not wide shots.
But
he did access a last-minute interview with Arturo Gatti, whether his career has any remaining future at this point in between Williams and Margarito.
David and Goliath.
Just want to make clear that so be sure to stay tuned to hear what you now know, which is that Arturo Gatti announced his retirement in the interview that we're going to bring you. Hard right hand by Antonio Margarito.
Take your best shots, kid. Let's see what happens in the second half of the fight.
And now Margarito starts talking trash to Williams, banging away at the body.
Here you see Williams landing uppercuts because for whatever reason, everything Margarito's doing is wide, and he leaves a big gap right in the center. and Williams is taking advantage of by landing punches right in between the gloves of Margarito as he's coming in.
The constant flow of punches from Paul Williams, throwing in excess of 100 punches per round. Count more to do damage, to hurt Williams, particularly to the body. So far, Paul Williams seems to have the edge.
Right in front of you.
Paul Williams is throwing. And when you look at that body, there was a time years ago when Peterson said, if you listen to me, I'll make him a world champion. He's got a chance to win that belt tonight, a lot of the time. To seek a little bit of a breather as he finds...
he has impressive...
Hard right hand by Margarito. They tangle their feet in the center of the ring in that same span. So Margarito has more than doubled in punch output. Across the top by Margarito. If he's got a money punch, it's the left hook. Harder to land against the southpaw stance. Starting to land with more effect. And now Williams puts up the left hand as Margarito continues to sweep it and land upstairs. Good hard left to the body by Margarito. Williams fires back a four-punch combination. Lands a straight left right on the chin of Antonio Margarito. And another. Margarito taking all of this very well and continuing to throw back. Emmanuel Stewart, do you see any change in momentum now at this point with Margarito? Clearly.
He's doing better, but still, that's still not enough. His punches are too wide. He's not shooting any straight right hands at all.
Beckham, based on his celebrity called Bend It Like Beckham, and then bending it like Beckham.
Down the stretch in round number 6. Both fighters have landed meaningful punches in the round.
In the second half of the round, Paul Williams, Torio's not fighting like a guy who's urgent, who feels that he's losing his fight. The real hard shots to slow this kid down because Paul Williams...
Margarito's grinning in there as though he thinks he knows something.
Slipping, twisting, turning, and very relaxed. So I think Williams can continue to go the whole fight at this pace.
Had difficulty early on against Daniel Santos and Puerto Rico. He's coming on fast toward the end of the fight. The lanky 25-year-old rising star. They stand and trade.
Neither one seems capable of hurting the other with one punch. So we're getting these vicious exchanges.
Margarito had a momentary chance, swinging just over Williams' head. Williams goes back to rocking Margarito with his jab and popping with left hand. Eighth round begins. There's a small mouse emerging under the right eye of Paul Williams. With everybody shot. Referee Lou Moret warned Paul Williams to stop holding. I don't think he's been holding all that much. Long-armed fighters often get warned for this.
Biggest thing, he's not a big puncher, but he's punching and twisting and contorting his body and punching from all angles. He's going to come right back again.
Drives Williams back.
The rhythm of Williams to a degree because he's blocking a lot of his punches.
He landed a
tremendous right hand right there on Williams.
Yep, that was a big right hand, Emmanuel. And there's another big right hand.
And
opponents of Margarito have said he has a thudding impact. He hurts you with every punch. Doing his damage with the left hook. But in this fight, he's going to have to score with... Good hard body shot by Margarito. Corner is Ray Torres. Emmanuel?
Here you see Margarito get close, and the fact is I don't think he can sustain it long enough.
Margarito was smiling about in the early rounds, knowing that...
Big left uppercut by Antonio Margarito. And he lands a straight right hand as Williams let his hands go again, trying to to stay active from his trainer's command. And you heard trainer George Peterson between rounds, Emmanuel, saying he's going to stand in front of him and he's got a chance to hit you. Standing toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. A lot of people were thinking that perhaps...
Probably, I think, been his most effective punch tonight, aside from the left uppercut. Because...
Okay, Jim, 7 rounds to 2, 88-83, Paul Williams.
They clash heads in the center of the ring and just keep fighting.
Let's just enjoy the mayhem. His style now seems to be out of the gym.
Williams, if he wins the fight, is going to have a lot to talk about. Focus on the notion of guys who turned Margarito down. Websites as the most avoided man in the sport. Paul Williams spent 2 years saying, I'm going to become as mandatory.
And remember, as we've noted before,
hard left hand inside by Williams. Right hook by Williams as well. Margarito lands 2 searing straight right hands.
Here you see Margarito get in close, land a good right hand, and in fact, that's been his most effective punch that he's landed. Has been those short right.
Box numbers in round 10, power punches. Margarito opening up, 17 out of 76. Williams, 14 out of 61.
It would be a pretty good idea, being here in California, Margarito last 2 rounds if he wants to get the decision.
The judges are from California, Ohio, and California. Stop style. Emmanuel, do you see?
As far as I can see.
Hard right hand by Margarito.
A lot of short right there, little short punches. He's getting closer and landing right hands continually now.
Big left hand uppercut by Margarito. Williams keeps throwing.
That lies the problems for Margarito. Even though he's landing, he cannot take a break, because once he slows down, Williams will continue to go right back to pumping and winning points again.
Margarito has Williams in the deep water that fighters talk about, where he's never been before.
Williams is bleeding over his left eye. Margarito is strafing him with power shots inside. Big right hand. Antonio Margarito, another right hand. Margarito with another straight right hand shot. This has been a huge round for Antonio Margarito. Not at all, but rather to throw as many jabs as he can to seize the initiative back. They go to the 12th. Is it possible to do that and lose?
From the corner, which Margarito has been doing for the last rounds, block and counterpunch. But Williams seems highly energized here.
Emmanuel Stewart, there's a huge cut over the left eye of Paul Williams. But
almost every minute of each round he's been fighting.
Margarito with a giant right hand shot across the top.
And he's really made Margarito look like a very ordinary fighter.
Outline of the problem Cotto may be facing toward continued progress in the welterweight division.
If Williams wins this fight,
Paul Williams to wear down.
Give the kid his props. He's come back after 2 hard rounds and has won this last round. And that, presumably, but not positively, should cement a title victory.
He put a ribbon on it with a big right hook at the end.
All 3 in favor of the winner and the new WBO welterweight champion of the world, Paul the Punisher Williams.